The Greenpeace eco-militant activists who crashed Liz Truss's Tory party conference speech have come out to do a TV interview to tell us why they did what they did. Right, here we go again, ladies and gentlemen. The Greenpeace middle classes are back with vengeance. Privileged middle class vengeance. To tell us, the rest of the plebs in the country, how to live our lives. I mean, who died and made you God? Or the morality police, as we say these days. It's absolutely embarrassing how clearly there are some people in the country who take them seriously for some reason. Luckily, not the whole of the population. So, the one on the right is Rebecca Newson, head of public affairs at Greenpeace. Oh, very impressive, Rebecca. I'm very proud of you. I'm sure your parents are very proud with the champagne in their mansions. GB News interviewed them, and they said this.
Year we really felt we needed to make an intervention because nobody actually voted for a lot of what Liz Truss and her government are trying to do at the moment. Nobody voted for fracking, nobody voted to cut benefits, nobody voted to trash nature, nobody voted to scrap workers' rights. There's a whole host of things that the Conservative government were elected to do in 2019 that they're simply not doing, and we needed to take that message and represent the public.
Okay, nobody voted for Greenpeace. Nobody voted for privileged middle-class kids telling the rest of the public that they should suffer in the cold every winter. Nobody voted for net zero measures to be so extreme that will crash the economy. Do you like that, Rebecca? Because that's what you did. And this is actually more truthful, because that's not how our democracy works, by the way. We have representative democracy. Whether you like it or not, you can change the system, but as far as things go, people voted the first past the post system. Again, people can dislike it, but they voted for their Tory MPs, and then the majority of them form the government, and that's how it works. And I know people will say, well, there are manifestos. Yeah, manifestos are not legally binding. So that's that. So whether you like it or not, we don't vote for Greenpeace. You don't vote for certain measures. That's not how it works. Now, if you want to have direct democracy, if you want to have referendums every single day, then fine. Propose a plan to do it. It could be one of those countries. Hopefully not. But as far as things stand, you can see the rhetoric. You can see how out of touch they are, because they're not going to be affected. Their parents are not going to be affected. They have their trust funds. They have all their public affairs jobs, head of public affairs. She's a lobbyist. That's what she is. She's a lobbyist for Greenpeace. I mean, Greenpeace. Are you kidding me with that? I mean, I can go and say, get a real job, but I'm a YouTuber. So I can't talk. Pot kettle Maya. But it is what it is. And some team grifters, I guess. But it's embarrassing. Someone needs to call them out. And that's what I'm doing right now. Because otherwise, some kids at school will be brainwashed, at least temporarily. There have been so many situations where I've seen younger generations will be completely fed with all this nonsense into their heads. And at least for the next couple of years, few years, they'll be going out there causing trouble, blocking the roads, voting for the Labour Party and the Green Party, and bringing down the country. Some of them might grow up and change their mind and become more, go with common sense and conservatism. But not everybody. That's the problem. Some people remain children. Jeremy Corbyn is one of them. Now, we're going to come back. We're going to tell you about the big clash between Suella Braverman, the Home Secretary, and the rest of the number 10 Downing Street, the rest of government. That's going to be an interesting one. Subscribe to the channel. I'm Tousi, and we are the media.